then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Record. Watch the edge.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
5. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
Jones now, operating from the gun. Finding Williams once more, complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Check. Half. Regular.
From the 27, Allen. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. And the grab by Croft. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 52.
Allen to throw once more. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Throw left side, complete to Foster. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Alert! Check. 22 jet bombers.
Allen hands off to McCoy. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Check round 80.
This will be caught at about the 5. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now!
Mike, 53.
Like
53.
5.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Check 53's Mike.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go football.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And the kick by Rosas is good. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
You ready? You ready? You ready?
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Mike 52 right here. 52. And watch the leg.
Kill, kill, kill.
Middle.
Kill, turn up.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Alec Ogletree. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Mike. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
2.
Throwing Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. This for his running back, McCoy. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Allen. Steps away to his left. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up.
And again, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyler Kroft as the first half is winding down, and the Bills have taken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A handoff to Barkley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You ain't doing nothing today.
The final shot before break. Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. So they start the second half with a carry by McCoy. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Get one. Check 15. Check 15.
On second down, it's McCoy, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Bills 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To the air, Allen. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jones operating from the gun. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st down, Allen. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Alec Ogletree coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Let's get off the field.
Protein spill. Look out.
This give is to McCoy. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, let's get this.
Alert, alert, alert.
Now Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Foster. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Alert. Recon, 132 fighter.
Check. Out.
Back. 56. Half 10. What's that?
10th carry now for McCoy. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 16 yards, a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Watch it.
Bang. Topper.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Allen off the play fake. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Second and 6. Caught right side, Tate. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Giants. 52 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On second down, here's Barkley. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Here we go, set. 90 Wolf. Hey, Charlie. Ready?
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man right side is Ingram. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, but Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Now a stoppage here as we've got a bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Taking it about the 36. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Set. 10 logo.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Look. Squeeze.
He's coming up.
They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Check 52 to Mike. Get him. Get him.
To throw is Allen. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Middle. Stand up in. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Allen to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
At the 44-yard line.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
In your face.
Five. Hey, tight. Hey, check 25.
Now Allen. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Allen. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Here we go. 18 Gators.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Ready?
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Ready?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Yep.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Check back. Go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches.
Look at me. Zipper.
The toss out to Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. He takes this for 3 to the 29. So a little chunk there on 1st as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get 1st downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
He's checking crack. Switch it. Come on.
Middle.
From the gun, it's Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Foster. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And nearly intercepted. Oh, they could have had victory if he had held on. Now it's 4th down. They sort of got a new lease on life there. If he picks that off, this ball game's over.
I can hear it. I can hear it. I can hear it. My defensive backs coach at Tennessee, a lost opportunity is never regained. Used to drive him crazy when I dropped those potential interceptions as that one was there.
52's the mic. Not today, you want? Not today.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Throw left side, complete to Foster. That, the definition of a do-or-die play, but they keep this overtime session going with a 1st down. A couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Galvin Tomlinson on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
What tight end? 3 down, 3 down.